This goes out to a message to all you Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton fans. I know I'm very much talking to a bunch of brick walls here, but please clean out your ears and just listen. All right? So I just want you to take, this video's time, and I just would like you to listen to me and everyone else who isn't part of the Supermax community or the hashtag Bless community. Just enjoy the fact that we had a World Championship fight, no matter who wins and who loses on Sunday. Just enjoy it. I know this is coming from a neutral, and I know that according to all you hashtag Blessed and Supermax fans, that inherently makes me biased for some reason, even though you probably don't understand the word biased and you haven't looked up the definition of it. So, look, this time it's been a very good, great season this year. I wouldn't go as I wouldn't. I'm not going to go as far as to say that it's as good as 2012 because this is just for me personally. I kind of feel the drama and just like the whole like spat on Twitter when especially with like instance with you know Silverstone, Monza, and Saudi Arabia, that it's just I just I don't know how to describe it. I just don't feel maybe as excited as I should be. Of course, I'm excited. We haven't had a world championship fight go down to the end since 2016, and we haven't had a title fight between two drivers in two different cars since 2012, and it hasn't been since 1974 that we haven't had two title protagonists go into the final round on equal points. So it's been a very, very long time since that happened. It's been a long time since we had a fight between two different drivers and two different teams, and it's been 5-6 years. I can't do maths today. Since Hamilton and Rosberg went at Abu Dhabi. So look, I know, as I've said at the beginning of this video, I'm talking to a bunch of brick walls who are very, very extreme in their viewpoints, which I can't take seriously at all, by the way. Because again, as I say, I keep repeating myself, but it's true. Max Verstappen fans and Lewis Hamilton fans are a bunch of brick walls who have, if they're Lewis fans, they've been watching since 2007, and Verstappen fans, they've been watching since 2015. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But look, it's going to be amazing, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The tension is going to be amazing if they don't crash out on the first lap. If they don't crash into each other on the first lap and they both DNF, because I think that's just going to be a 1989 and 1990 repeat. So I don't want that to happen. I want them both out in front, going at it hard but fair. That's the key word here. It needs to be fair. Because I don't think the moves that, when they've collided, I don't think they are out of malicious intent. I don't believe that. Silverstone, that was Hamilton. I think because I think Silverstone was Hamilton's fault. I think he was missed the apex, and I think he should have backed out of it. But of course, these two going at it, of course they will come. They will come together at some point. And unfortunately, in two instances of them coming together, they both well, in two cases, one DNF'd, and then in Monza, both of them did. And I think that but Hamilton was kind of desperate in that situation at Silverstone. Again, I'm not a mind reader. I can't get into what he's thinking there. And Monza, I think Max was a little bit desperate and also frustrated because he had that slow pit stop. And then Saudi Arabia, that was Max just getting frustrated that why isn't Lewis overtaking me when I'm trying to give a position back. But I think that's more on the FIA than Max, although I do assert some blame to Max there for brake testing him. Again, Max Verstappen fans going to get mad at me. That's completely fine, even though in a video that I'm not going to upload, just go do the research. You'll see that he actually did put on the brake. And I think that's pretty unanimous in the neutrals in this situation. So look, I'm gonna be honest here, and this is my personal opinion. I do think Max really should have wrapped up the title by now. If you really think about it, because Lewis he made quite a few mistakes at the beginning of the year. I think for the biggest one that comes to mind, is Imola, where he went off the track and damaged his front wing. But obviously that red flag with was it a red flag or was it a safety car? I hope it was. I do think it was a red flag between the collision of George and Valtteri Bottas. So he got quite lucky there, and then Monaco, that was Lewis just being a little bit whingy and a crybaby because he got jumped, even though the Mercedes isn't right for that track because of their long wheelbase. And also with Verstappen, two instances where it was completely out of his control, which was the tyre blowout at Baku. That's 20 points gone down the drain. And Hungary, where Bottas decided to go load up Wii Sports on his steering wheel and play bowling. So that's probably about another 18 points in just to not piss people off. Even though those Hamilton fans are saying no, he just scored no points at all. But I'm trying to just be fair here, guys. I really am trying to, but just Max stands and Lewis fans, they just piss me off to no end just because of their extreme viewpoints, and there's no reasoning with them. They're just like children. So yeah, and I think another big point in this championship was the Silverstone crash, which again with Max, that's another 18 points gone down the drain at least. So yeah, to be fair, Max probably should have wrapped the title up maybe in Qatar if he had a bit of rub of the green, which Hamilton's had quite a lot throughout his career. I don't think that's a unfair opinion. I don't think that's very unfair of me to say that, because I do think Lewis has been quite lucky over his career with certain stuff. But hopefully, because Russell's joining him, and he has awful luck sometimes, he might spread that to Hamilton, or maybe they'll just cancel each other. Those bad luck of Russell and the good luck of Hamilton will just cancel each other out. So, yeah, as I said at the beginning of this video, whatever happens on Sunday in Abu Dhabi, please, Max and Lewis stands, just enjoy it. This has been one of the most exciting seasons for me. This has been the most exciting season since 2012, and it's just been amazing to watch both these drivers who are miles and miles ahead of the rest of the field. Just them, constantly going at each other, not like going wheel to wheel with each other, even though some can argue that Lewis can't go wheel to wheel with people, even though he definitely can, and Max can't go wheel to wheel, which he also can, as he's proven since 2015 at China. So yeah, please just enjoy this season and the ending of the season, because it's been an incredible year, and we've got a great future ahead of us with the new 2022 regs, which hopefully will bunch up the field even more, and um we'll have more contenders for the title, and we can have a 2010 or maybe 2010 season, a 1986 season, where there's multiple different drivers going at it in like maybe like 3 or 4 different cars. Hopefully, that'd be brilliant to watch. And let's be honest, I think Drive to Survive, that should be extended to maybe like 30 episodes long for this year. Let's be honest, with so much happening. But yeah, that is my video. Ended it on a positive note, which I didn't really think was going to happen, but it did. I started off negative by shit talking to, well, in their mind, shit talking to stands of Hamilton and Verstappen. But yeah, I'm excited for Abu Dhabi. I will upload this before Sunday. Hopefully, this should happen. But I shall see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.